What's up, fellas? It's Ken Senior. Another great morning at the gym, heading into the shop now. And for the last 33 years, I've taken my physical, mental, spiritual condition very seriously. I put that ahead of pretty much everything else, because if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be there for your family or your business. You're not going to have the health to do the things you want to do. It's Two-Stroke Tuesday. I'm going to get out there and send it on a badass two-stroke. And I'm going to be 60 years old in April. So I wouldn't be able to do this if I didn't make the right decisions. And one of them, I've talked about, my battles in my recovery from alcoholism, drugs, and recently nicotine. I've been clean for 33 years, but recently nicotine and caffeine were serious drug crutches that were causing me not to sleep. And I got 12 hours sleep on Saturday night. That's the most sleep I've got, clean, straight sleep with no sleeping pills or sleeping additives or nothing, just 100% clean since, last time I didn't drink any coffee about 30 years ago. I did the same thing. So I think I've got the solution there. But I wanted to talk about if you're too fat today. And that's basically the scale don't lie. I was 254 at one point, maybe 15, 20 years ago, when the kids were younger, and I was eating a lot of the same foods they were. But if you're overweight, energy in equals energy out. And if you're eating wrong, it doesn't matter how much time you spend in the gym. It's absolutely mission critical that your diet is good. If you can eliminate the alcohol, the drugs, the nicotine, and the caffeine, the next thing you got to do if you want to live a long, healthy life is to dedicate 30 to 40 minutes, hour max out of the day. That's 1/24 of the day. And ask yourself, is it worth giving up one of the next 25 years so that the next all 25 years, you'll feel a lot better? It's good for your endorphins, your hormones, your everything, your metabolism. So some people, when they're fat, they say, I've got bad metabolism, I'm big boned, it's genetic. No, you're eating too much. You got to put the spoon down, put the tub of ice cream down, put down the jar of peanut butter, stop eating processed foods and eat healthy. And the other thing you need to do, if you don't know what to eat, not eating less of what you're eating is a good thing. Fasting is absolutely critical. That's how I went from 254 down to around 200 many years ago, was fasting. I would just not eat until noon, and then I bumped it up to 3 o'clock. And the only way to do that, and it sounds like it's going to be painful, because a lot of people eat for reasons other than they're hungry. They're trying to fill that void. They're spiritually bankrupt, or they're living in fear of financial situation or a bad relationship, or you're trying to stuff emotions from bad things that happen to you. So you eat compulsively, not because your body needs it. Or they're eating for pleasure, but it's followed by pain of being fat. You look in the mirror, your clothes don't fit. You don't want to take your shirt off in public. You just feel shitty. And it affects every area of your life, your energy level, your ability to do things like send it on a two-stroke at 60 years old are going to be severely limited if you're 50, 100 pounds overweight. But there is an answer, and one of the main keys is in fasting. What I did is I'm pulling in a Dunkin' Donuts right now. I'm going to get 4 large iced coffees. If you want to not iced coffees, yeah, a little Freudian slip there. 4 large ice waters. I suggest you do the same. The human body is supposed to consume a gallon of water a day, and if you don't consume a lot of water, it's a survival device. It'll start retaining water, and if you don't fast, you won't burn any of that fat. So the best thing you could do for your life would be to get up in the morning and hit the gym early. And I suggest lifting weights, especially if you're older like me, because if you maintain your muscle mass will burn fat while you're sitting there, while you're going throughout the rest of the 23 hours of your day. If you have more lean body mass, it's going to burn fat. So start off your day by working out. You can run, you can walk, but those type of aerobic exercises where you're not lifting something heavy tend to, scientifically proven, burn less fat over the next 23 hours before you get back to doing it. And it doesn't build muscle. In fact, it can cause a body to produce hormones that, I think it's cortisone, that I could be wrong, but it causes the body to, cortisol, causes the body to retain fat, because it's going into, if you run past a certain point, it actually can do more harm than good and mess up your joints and stuff. So especially if you've had previous injuries. So the best way you can get into shape and start losing weight is get up in the morning, drag your ass to the gym, whether you feel like it or not. I promise you, I guarantee you, you'll feel better when you leave the gym, physically and mentally. So if you made it to the gym, you did your workout, your next thing is, if you can, pre-pack your meals. And through the grace of God, Christy does that for me, so I don't have to make bad choices and eat bags of chips and gas station food or fast food, because that shit's like pure poison for your body. It's like a race engine, what you put in it. You can't put diesel in a 2-stroke race engine, right? You got to put race fuel with the right premix. So you got to put the right fuel in the body. So hey, I got a little bonus. They gave me an extra cup. I got 5 today, 1 full of ice, because they know it's hot out today. So you got to hydrate, right? So, and it's not easy to do. It costs you $2 to get 4 large ice waters at Dunkin', and I cut up a lemon in like 4 halves, and I dump it in there, and I put a hydration mixture in there for working out, but it doesn't have any, the hydration mix that I get doesn't have any bad chemicals in it or any caffeine or anything. It's not a sports drink with, taurine and caffeine in it. So here's how it works. After you get out of the gym, you're gonna get your 4 ice waters packed with ice. That's a gallon of water. They're 4 32-ounce drinks, and cut your lemon up, squeeze it in there, and then you can actually, if you're absolutely freaking starving and you can't make it to noon, you can eat the lemon rinds. That's where all the vitamin C is. But what happens is, if you've been to the gym and you've got your metabolism cranking, what happens is from doing anaerobic or weightlifting or body weight exercises or even aerobic exercises, is your metabolism speeds up. And because it's the morning and you haven't eaten since last night, you start burning the glycogen, the sugar in your body, and then it goes to the fat cells and it starts melting the fat cells. They say, I read a study yesterday that 1 in 25,000 men over 40 years old have 6-pack abs. 1 in 25,000. That's 4 in 100,000 or 40 in a million. Only 40 in a million men are in really good shape today, because we've been conditioned by society to eat the wrong foods, fast foods. You got to get to work, can't make the bills. If you don't make your health number one, the world's going to take it away from you. The general society, the way we live, will take your health away. And if you have a disability or you're out on disability and you're not working, don't let that be an excuse. Don't let your disability paralyze you. Use what's left of your abilities to do something good. I'm living proof. I broke my back. I was in the gym working out whatever limbs still moved. I broke my leg. I work out the other leg for 33 years and many, many injuries. If you watch my videos, I've been through a lot of shit. I dragged my ass into the gym the fucking first day out of the hospital, and it's therapy. What do you think they do in therapy? They have you work out, you break your shoulder, they have you do shoulder exercises. So all the exercises they taught me in physical therapy, that's I use those, and then everything I've learned from being in the gym for 35 years. So definitely want to join a gym, one that has 24-hour access like Planet Fitness. Highly recommend it. Any state in the country has a Planet Fitness. You could be at Mid-Ohio or Daytona. They've got a Planet Fitness there. $20 a month. So don't tell me you don't have the money to do it. Don't tell me you don't have the time to do it. Get your lazy ass out of bed at 5 or 6 if you got to be to work at 8 or 9, and get your ass to the gym and do something good for yourself, and put down the donuts, put down all the poisons you're putting in your system, and take care of yourself so you'll be there to see your kids and your grandkids grow up. So if you manage to do that and you make it to noon, you're going to have been burning body fat for sure. You want to hydrate. That's key for your systems to work well. You got to hydrate. Take some vitamins. Highly recommend taking a multivitamin. Go to your doctor, get a blood test, find out if you're over 45 or 50 and you haven't been to the doctors recently, you might want to go and get a prostate exam. I have friends that have had prostate cancer and survived, but if you don't go to the doctor and find out, it can kill you. And I have friends, don't tell me because you got a disability you can't do nothing, and you can't find an hour a day. You're just lying to yourself, man. Unless you're quadriplegic or something, you should be able to get into the gym. Look at Doug Henry. He's a paraplegic, has no use of his legs, and he just won at the Vet MX Designations, won the 50-plus class with no legs. The guy's a fucking legend, man. He's an absolute animal. He doesn't focus on his disability. He focuses on what he can do. I have guys I've seen in the gym with one arm, one leg. I've been in there with one arm and one leg temporarily broken, but it's all about making that a priority so you don't have to be fat and out of shape and can't make it up the stairs. And when you're fat and overweight, it causes diabetes, it causes heart disease, It causes sleep apnea, so you can't sleep well. It's a freaking slippery slope, man, and it's not a good future. It's just as almost as bad as being alcoholic or smoking 2 packs of cigarette a day. It's gonna kill you eventually, unless through the grace of God, if you get lucky. But who wants to be out of shape and not be able to enjoy the fun things in life? If you're gonna live to be 70, 80 years old, 76 years old is the average lifespan. So. And it doesn't take long. You could be 50 pounds overweight. Look at David Goggins. He was 100 pounds overweight, and he lost it in 3 months. And went on to be one of the legends of our time. Navy SEAL, ultra marathon runner. Guy's a freaking legend. I watch a lot of his motivation. And stop filling your mind with all the bullshit on the news. Go on Motiversity, MOTI-versity on YouTube, and watch some motivational videos on your way to the gym. And, don't take no for an answer. Put yourself first, because the rest of the day will be a black hole when you get to work, and everything you wanted to do for yourself is going to go on the tubes while you're serving everybody else and your family and friends and your clients. You got to take care of yourself, guys, or no one's going to do it for you. If no one's told you yet today, I love all you. Take care of yourself, man. You're all you got, and you got one life to live. So I bless each and every one of you, and God bless America. No one's told you today, I love all you. Take care. Be good to yourself so you can be good to others. Before I sign off, set some big goals. This was an abandoned factory in my town I looked at for 30 years. Been here since 74, and I took on there's no way I could have finished this task without the grace of God. That one building had 100 man years of labor. It took us 4 years with 25 guys. Just unbelievable amount of effort. But set yourself high goals. Most people fail because they have impotent goals. That is, goals that don't motivate them. Set a goal to be at Daytona Bike Week in the best shape of your life. You got 6 months. You could drop 50 pounds and have a new bike. If you're a motocross racer, maybe get a new bike. Get back out there. Get back in the game, man. If you're depressed, if you're full of fear and anxiety, you're not living God's will for your life, man. You got to do good things. And countless good things will come to pass for you and everybody else in your life. Take care. God bless.